what is going on, everyone? Thank you for joining me for another manga chapter review, and in today's video we're going to be going ahead and taking a look at the brand new chapter for Black Clover, chapter 332, titled Final Declaration. And before we jump into today's video, guys, I want to go ahead and say thank you guys so much for 450 subscribers on the channel, guys. You guys are absolutely insane. I just wanted to go ahead and put that out there before we jumped into the chapter review and the synopsis and all that crazy stuff that we usually do. And also, I just want to go ahead and tell you guys how hype and excited I am that Black Clover is finally back, guys. This was the longest 3 months. I didn't know 3 months could be this long, but we are finally here, and I am just so happy to bring this review to you guys and bring this video, and just so like we can just get Black Clover back on the channel. But with all that, guys, if you guys are new to the channel and enjoy anime and manga related content such as this, please consider sticking around and subscribing, as it greatly helps the channel. We're almost at 500 subscribers, guys. You guys are absolutely ridiculous for the amount of support you guys show on each and every video, and you guys are I'm just lucky to have you guys each and every video. And yeah, if you guys did like today's video, go ahead and drop a like and let me know what you thought of the chapter and the review and the video down in the comment section below. Always love reading your guys' comments, and I'm very curious what you guys are thinking is going to happen in the next chapter of Black Clover. So with all that out of the way, guys, let's just go ahead and dive straight into the chapter already. Diving straight into chapter 332, we are given a brief and endearing note from Yuki Tabata to us readers. The note details how Black Clover has been on a 3-month break and that it has finally returned, saying that the 3-month break went by rather quickly and that he is happy to announce that everyone involved has been giving it 110%. Also going into a little on how Asta and all of his friends will continue to face even tougher challenges within the final arc. Wrapping up his note by thanking everyone for patiently waiting, we conclude Tabata-san's note. With the chapter beginning, we see both Lucius as well as the defeated Lucifero within the 7th layer of the underworld. Lucifero telling Lucius that despite losing half of his body, he is still the king of all devils. Lucius telling Lucifero that he is correct in his assessment of him having the strongest magic in the world, but within the human world, the ones who possess the superior magic are humans. Upon telling him this, he proceeds to devour the Devil King Lucifero's heart, thus ending their meeting. Time now passing from the events of the Spade Kingdom invasion, we fast forward to a year and 3 months where a ceremony is held for Asta's exceptional display during the invasion. Many of Asta's squad mates as well as friends are in attendance, as he is awarded the title of Senior Magic Knight First Class. Fuegoleon explaining how Damashio's disappearance prolonged the ceremony, and also that the devil trial has been extinguished. With Asta being acquitted of the crimes committed on the Clover Kingdom, Fuegoleon tells him that despite this, he foresees that not everyone will be too fond of him using the power of a devil. Asta, realizing this, seeks more adoration in the fact that he is being acknowledged by all of the Magic Knight captains. Telling him how he is now a step closer towards his dreams, he also informs him that Yuno has now been promoted to a Grand Magic Knight. Real becoming disheartened that his title as the youngest Grand Magic Knight has been broken, Fuegoleon tells Asta to enjoy talking to everyone in the ceremony. Asta talking to Charmy, Charmy then tells Asta that Marileona, Fuegoleon, and Nozel have become nominees for being the Wizard King. But Nozel quickly states that those events have been put on hold, with all of them having declined. Noticing how all of their battle skills with Lucifero are not yet worthy of garnishing such a title. With the Heart and Spade Kingdoms almost recovering, Asta is told that demonic activity has been seen on the borders of the Clover Kingdom. Yami, now making his way into the gathering, thanks everyone for showing up for Asta. With Charlotte scurrying away in typical fashion, Yami is perplexed as to why she's suddenly acting strange. It is then that Finral tells Yami that when he was on the verge of death, she confessed her love to him. Not knowing what to make of this, Yami goes to the bathroom to consult the situation. After transitioning back to Asta, he announces to himself that today is the day he is going to do something. With both Noelle and Mimosa nervously going over past events with Asta and how they could have improved, Nero tells both of them that he plans to confess his feelings today. The two nervous pair now becoming even more frazzled, they then discover Asta confessing his feelings to Sister Lily. With Sister Lily thanking Asta for his confession, she tells him that she must decline due to her seeing him as family as well as a younger brother. With Asta respecting Sister Lily's decision, he tells her that sometimes you can't change people's feelings. Understanding and respecting her decision, he asks her to witness him make his dream a reality in him becoming the Wizard King. Admiring Asta's amazing determination, Sister Lily gains the confidence to finally tell Asta that she knows he can do it. As the two continue to talk, we get a final panel of Lucius congratulating Asta for his promotion as well as ceremony. With the chapter ending on an insane cliffhanger, Lucius says to Asta, "Congratulations for making it this far, but this is the end." As the dust settles on Asta's promotion ceremony, Lucius appears with his ominous and chilling message to Asta. What does this mean for Asta as well as the Clover Kingdom? And alright guys, that is going to go ahead and wrap up the synopsis of chapter 332. Now we're going to go ahead and move on over into my thoughts and overall review of the chapter as a whole. And oh man guys, I can't believe it. Oh my gosh guys, this chapter was absolutely insane. Now I know there are a few people I saw on Twitter that were a little I don't know how to put it. They weren't really happy with the fact that not too much was done to really sort of look into Lucius as like Julius now, but I feel as though this chapter was just absolutely like it was both heartwarming as well as that cliffhanger. The final panel was absolutely insane. So overall, I'm gonna give this chapter a 10 out of 10, guys. You know, I mean, this was a great chapter to come back to for Yuki Tabata. I feel like he really did a lot of justice within this chapter, right? Like I like personally how he started the chapter off with Lucius sort of gaining the heart of Lucifero, but it does sort of beg the question, right? Lucius went to Lucifero within the 7th layer of the underworld to get his heart. Now, was it Lucifero's heart that he got, or was it perhaps like, I don't know, because if we do remember, right, Adramel took Lucifero's heart after Asta like sliced him in half, right? Like he took his heart. Now, I personally think that maybe Lucius went back to Lucifero maybe to like heal the heart, right? Because remember, Asta did like slice it in half. So perhaps maybe like at that point he couldn't really do too much with it until like it was fully recovered, and maybe he needed to go see Lucifero in the underworld to do so. But that's still a part I'm still scratching my head on, but still it was very cool to see Lucifero and Lucius sort of have like a discussion, have like a face-to-face like dialogue. Was really interesting to see. And I mean, now we know that Lucius eats the hearts of, you know, whenever he gets a heart, he's just going to eat it, right? He's not going to absorb it. But yeah, I really liked the ceremony, them finally giving Asta a ceremony, right? Because he was robbed the ceremony at the end of the reincarnation arc, because he was being, it was like propagated as he was like, oh, Asta was the one who destroyed the Clover Kingdom and stuff like that. So it is crazy how Yuno got to be a Grand Magic Knight. But I mean, you know, before too much time passes, Asta will be pretty much right there as well with him. And you know, Asta is just as strong, if not stronger, than Yuno at this very moment. So the title really doesn't have too much of a discrepancy in terms of their power, but I mean, I like how they're both progressing. You know, I liked a lot of the comedic stuff in this chapter, from the Yami going to the bathroom to pretty much think about like Charlotte, and like Mimosa and Noelle going crazy over Asta. You know, there was just a bunch of like feel good and funny moments in this chapter, which was a very welcome addition back, in my opinion, right? Like, I know a lot of people sort of wanted like things to come back and it just be like action, 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 but I really like how it came in with a more subtle sort of introduction, and then, you know, bam, with that cliffhanger at the end. So I feel like that was the much appropriate way to go about this chapter. I think it's very interesting that Fuegoleon, Nozel, as well as Mare Leona are being considered nominees for the Wizard King title. So it's crazy to think that, you know, Yami's not in that discussion. But perhaps he's not in that discussion because, like, that was the whole point, right? They were going to rescue him. So, yeah, just a lot to really take in. And seeing as though Asta got turned down by Sister Lily again pretty much confirms that, yeah, Asta will eventually be with Noelle. I'm pretty sure, right? Like, who couldn't have saw that coming? But now, guys, let's talk about the cliffhanger, right? The final panel. The final page of the chapter, right? And that is with Lucius coming in to congratulate Asta. Now, this is like completely just like, it's almost like Yuki Tabata gave us this chapter, right? He's like, all right, let me just make him think it's all cool right now, and then like at the end of this chapter, it's almost like shit's about to get real again, guys. Like, because this is a year time skip, so now Lucius is probably like ready to like set his plans into motion. So I'm just, guys, you don't understand how looking forward I am to next chapter. I just want to see what Lucius is gonna have in store. I wonder if next chapter perhaps won't have anything to do with this cliffhanger, but instead like maybe showing Yuno's perspective, like how Yuno's doing after this time skip. It's very possible, right? Like, because I know Yuki Tabata loves to do that, right? He loves to like set up an event and then switch to like another character. So I hope we see a little bit more of what Lucius is talking about with Asta. I mean, you know, title is called Declaration of War, so I can almost assume that there will be a war, you know, proposed. But that is going to wrap up the chapter, guys. That is going to go ahead and wrap up the video and my thoughts and everything on the chapter. Overall, insane, crazy chapter. Welcome back, Black Clover. We missed you so much here on the channel, as well as just in general, guys. So I'm very interested in to hear your guys' comments in the comment section below. What do you guys think is going to happen in the next chapter? You know, it's just craziness all around from this cliffhanger. But yeah, guys, it's going to go ahead and wrap it up for me. If you guys did enjoy the video, go ahead and drop a like down on the video, as well as let me know your thoughts and comments in that comment section below. And if you are new to the channel and like anime and manga related content such as this, please consider sticking around and hitting that subscribe button. And yeah, guys, it's going to go ahead and do it for me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Peace.